Hey, this is Eddie Ift, and you're listening to Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. That's Jim humming in the background. And I want to thank you for all your donations and support. Go to iTunes, leave comments. We like when you leave comments. Go to our Facebook page. You can get there from our website, which is jimandeddietalkshit.com. But most importantly, when you go to our website, we need you as our fans that have been so supportive. You're so supportive in leaving comments, calling us cunts all the time. But be a little more supportive than that and leave a donation instead of calling us a cunt. Leave us money, $25, $50, $100, $500, $5,000 will kill Jason. Remember that. So leave us money, and we will give you good shit. You'll get DVDs, T-shirts, all kinds of shit. So just do it. Just give us your money. We need your money to keep this going. Now, do I sound like PBS? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get your money so we don't have to go out and
You don't have to give it to the Japanese anymore.
Yeah.
They won the Women's World Cup. They're better.
Yep. And now we're going to start the show.
Everything's better.
We've got a great guest for you, and we had a great show. This is probably going to be the best show we've ever done on. So,
why do you always say that? You say that for every show.
I know, because
I see this one as being average.
Okay.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie.
Welcome to Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. That's my name. And Jade Catapretta. Jade Catapretta.
Thank you very much.
Jade Catapretta. She's our
stop.
guest. She is our guest today. She's Brazilian. She's as Brazilian as Lalit's vagina.
Oh, where do you get waxed?
No, there's
On
You're
her
bluffing.
vagina.
You're bluffing.
there's a Mexican gardener that comes around.
I go to Raya on La Cienega. My lady's Irene. She's Russian.
She's Russian.
Yeah, I've been with
I
her
like
for
the
4
Persian
years.
and Armenians.
Yeah,
They
they
do
know
the
about
string
hair.
sometimes.
Oh, you do the string?
Yeah, it feels
Brazilian?
good. It's like hurts, but it's.
I know what you mean. Like
Yeah.
you're.
I don't get a rash after.
Lalit likes
I know what you mean.
pain.
I like it too. Like every time I do it, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this for a reason.
Yeah,
It's good.
And
Yeah.
that's
We
why
should get waxed together.
That's why you're our
We
guest.
should get waxed together.
So
Jenna Hayes
this is
over.
Jade's first time at the Rape Cottage. How does
Yeah.
it feel? Are you good?
Feels
Glad-
rapey, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit rapey. Not as rapey as usual.
No, but
J-
I think it
J-
looks like there's been an
J-
earthquake.
Jason Hour of Power is not here right now, and he's gone for a little bit. He's on a little vacation, and but I filmed Jason doing something for CrossFit the other day. We're making a video for CrossFit.com, and Jason was doing the rowing machine at the gym, and we're making fun of him, like how bad of an athlete he is.
Right.
And he's doing the rowing machine, and he's supposed to be this delusional character. And I gave him a line, but he improv'd, of course. And he's rowing, and I go, what makes you a great rower, Jason? And he goes, I'm Viking. I have Viking blood. And I go, what does that mean? He goes, well, you know how a sheep herder herds sheep, Vikings row. And he goes, that's what makes us good. We're Vikings. That's why we can row. And then he goes, and rape and pillage.
Go to CrossFit, everyone.
I was speaking to Jason the other day, and he said something that I felt sorry for him. He doesn't own any sheets or a blanket.
It's very sad.
He
No,
sleeps.
Jim, you know
No,
what
no,
you
no,
just
no, no.
did? People are going to be donating that to
No, wait a
people.
minute. He doesn't want sheets or a blanket. He says they're unnecessary.
They're necessary. Then,
He
huh?
he
Yeah, they
sleeps
are.
on top of.
Yeah.
I thought he used to sleep on top of the massage table. Like he has a massage
Yeah,
table. He
sleeps
doesn't have
on
a
the
bed.
massage
He
table.
carries around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
his
If,
own-
if you're a new listener, you don't know, Jason's the guy that used to live on our couch, that is a co-host of the show, that hasn't been here for a couple episodes, and he's here usually, and he's like a
Yeah.
mainstay. Jason's like, he's too much of our life.
Well, the thing is, he goes
Right.
to me. He said, "I sleep on the message table." I was laughing. He goes, "I don't have any sheets or blankets." I thought at least he'd have that. I go, "Do you have a pillow?" He goes, "These are all unnecessary bindings." Like he goes, "I wake up a bit cold." But imagine living without a blanket.
I can't even imagine.
But
living
also,
without
imagine
3
seeing that
blankets.
fat cunt laying naked on top of a massage table. Like if they,
bare.
yeah, just hanging over the edge.
Jesse saw the thing that I filmed of him, and Lalit saw it. There's one point where we made him run at 60 frames per second or whatever it is, where it's like slow motion, and he's got his shirt off and he's got tights on, and he's just running through the parking lot, and his tits are jiggling. All 4 of them. He's got 4 tits. He's got top ones and bottom ones, and they're just ba-boom, 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 and it's slow motion. And he's...
So, no, he doesn't pay rent. He just takes abuse, just intense abuse from everyone.
No, he pays rent now. We don't know how.
His hair coloring product pay the rent.
Somebody emailed a link to Eva hair coloring product, and they're like, "Where's Jason?" Like in the program or in the ad for like the company, there's no mention of Jason anywhere.
So wait, what? He invented this product, or he?
He just,
What does he do with
we
it?
can't get into this. It'll upset him too much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he sells hair coloring.
He sells hair
Sounds like
coloring.
you guys miss him.
It's a
seriously.
billion-
It's
a-
pathetic.
It's a $1 billion business. It's gonna be huge.
Wow.
Millions and millions.
And where did we meet? I'd like you to say.
We met at the Little People Convention of America.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? It's the
great.
people you
Things
get.
happen there.
Isn't
It's
it-
magical.
Isn't it nice that we went to the Little People's Convention of America and we came back with a regular sized person? We could have made friends.
We looked
No.
at everyone there. We sized them up.
Yeah.
And we decided on
Yeah.
you.
There was all I heard was just a lot of fucking. The girl Becky who booked us, she was at my show last night, and that guy she was with, she met at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Little People Convention,
And
and they're dating now. It's
Yeah,
like
they're
a
dating.
serious-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She used to have another boyfriend. She's my manager's assistant.
I told her
yeah.
I know her
Agent's
from,
assistant.
I know her from Jim, and I really like Becky. And I saw the guy she was with, and then I thought I saw him again because midgets all look the same.
Little People.
And I see this guy,
Yeah,
and
can't
he's
say midget.
and I know
Yeah, it
I'm
just
sorry,
sounds weird.
and he's hooking up with another girl, another little person, and I see him doing it, and I think it's Becky's guy, and I started to feel protective, like it was my daughter. And I was about to smack the guy in the head, like, you fucking, you're with Becky.
Yeah.
And then I told Becky, I almost smacked the wrong guy. I thought I saw your boyfriend, and that would have been embarrassing if I smacked a midget in the head.
You could do it though.
You could do it. They're assholes. Did you during that one
All of
girl?
them.
During that one girl who really sucked. That one guy goes. She goes. What should I talk about? She's eating shit. And then the guy goes, "Get the fuck off the stage."
Was this after I left?
Yeah. So
Oh, we missed that. We should have
yeah. So
stayed.
this little person gets up. He's like, "Get the fuck off the stage!" Like really aggressive. We're like, no matter what size you
wonder
are,
who it was.
everybody's just an asshole.
I wonder if it's the music guy.
No, the music guy was the worst. I
There's some
met a
little
guy
people.
who was like wrote songs for movies, and he,
He
was
was
the
an asshole.
biggest asshole I've ever fucking
I just
met.
said, just put me up first. I just want to be done. And then the guy I drove went like last.
You
And I
let
had
me
to stay
down.
the
You
whole
let me
time.
down because you told me the funniest line off stage.
I said it, but I didn't. I couldn't
wanted
open
you to
the
You didn't
Okay.
open with it because Eddie told me the line
I
before you
know.
went up there. He goes, "She's gonna open with this," and then you didn't. You
I know.
fucking
I
ate shit. You
chickened out.
chickened out.
I
on it.
chickened out.
It was
I
a
chickened
funny
out.
line. She was gonna go on stage and go. What was the line?
I was like, I can look out and for sure say that I have the biggest vagina in this conference. But that's probably true for most conferences that I go to. Which I've been telling now, it's great. But yeah, I just didn't have the guts. I was like kind of panicking because, I mean, it was just an awkward.
I was going to steal it and
Jim
say that I had
didn't
the
panic, he
biggest
said-
dick, and I still wouldn't have been real. I reckon there's some dwarf penises.
All my dwarf friends, I always ask them if I can see their cock. I'm like, let me see it.
I want to
and they,
so
And they
bad.
always say that it's normal size. Like Iman down in Australia, we've got this friend Iman who's like 2 feet tall. And I'm like, Iman, let me see your cock. I know. And he's like, no, it's like normal size. And I'm like, everything on your body is smaller.
No,
not his head.
no. Dwarfs have those.
No, he's
those
not a
grown,
dwarf.
Yeah, but he doesn't. But I'm saying other dwarves have the grown foreheads and the enlarged areas and stuff. And I think they'd have a meaty, thick cock.
Yeah, like a really thick, short one.
Yeah,
Just
really
a
thick.
ball of a
little-
dick.
Yeah.
The
like
show
that.
should just be called Talking Midgets.
I
like
love
that's
it.
all we
I know
say
you're
the
like,
word,
you can't
dwarf.
do it. You can't do
We
it.
went there. Don't say midget.
What do you have to say?
Dwarf or little.
You know where
people.
the word midget comes from? It's like it's like a really disgusting bug.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Is that how did, you,
Midgens
how did you find that out?
Midgies from
Midgies
Ireland.
or something. The guy Nick Novecki, who's one of the comics that night, he has a joke about it.
Nick has been fucking giving me shit my whole life about saying that word.
Yeah,
how
he's real rough
He's how
about
I
it.
came up with the joke. I have a joke where I said my best friend is a midget. He's a real life. And I go, he hates the word midget. He says that's the most offensive thing you can call a little person. And I go, what about nigger midget? I'm pretty sure that's way more offensive. So.
Yeah.
First time I meet Nick, that's how that joke came about. He said to me, stop saying midget, stop. I go, why? He goes, that's the most offensive thing you can call a little person. So I said, what about nigger midget? So the next thing I know, I'm doing the bit on stage. Brian Callen told me, he's like, you got to do that on stage. So I start doing it. Then I see Nick doing stand-up one night, and he's doing the bit. And I go,
No,
I
he
did
didn't.
the bit to you, Nick. And he goes, yeah,
No.
yeah. And I'm like, you can't do it. You can't do it. He goes, but you're not a midget.
I agree with Nick on this one.
Yeah, but you can't just take the joke and tell it as his own.
No, but do you want to know how many good urban jokes I've written over the years? I can't do all the jokes about how hard it is being black. You
Yeah, you can't.
got to give it to the blackie.
It's true.
So yeah, give it to the dwarf.
When I first came over from Brazil, I was super racist because I just didn't know. And
That's usually how all people.
well, it
are.
is.
So how long you lived in America for?
I moved to the U.S. when I was 13, so
13.
it's been 14
You seem-
years.
you
Oh my God, were you taken advantage of?
You don't,
Oh,
seem,
I'm
to,
so
you don't,
Jewy
seem,
now.
you don't seem
Yeah.
to have a South American accent.
No,
or anything.
I've lost it. I mean, I
and
moved
you don't
to
have
Virginia.
a big fat ass,
It's big for my body.
And you got 2 eyebrows and everything.
Yeah, they're filled in. Yeah,
and you haven't robbed us.
No, not yet. But I didn't know. I had
Could
to
I
adapt
buy you
very
for
quickly.
$1?
For $1?
Yeah.
I've been in the U.S. too long.
Ah.
If you caught me at 13, I don't know. I didn't speak any English though. I was like the ESL student,
All Portuguese.
all Portuguese. And I remember I sat down. It was like the cafeteria, and this girl named Crystal. I said, "It's great to meet you," in the accent. And I said, "You're the first nigger I've gone to school with."
Oh, because you say it a lot in Brazil.
Because in Portuguese, to say negro is the correct word. To say black, which is preto, is like the offensive word.
Like
So it's
Negro Modelo,
backwards.
the beer.
Yeah, so it's backwards. And I still know that girl. The other day, she was like, "Saw you in a Kenmore commercial. Great job." I just wanted to be like, "Remember when I called you a nigger?"
Funny.
I was like, maybe not.
Funny thing, I never watch television. I turn on the TV maybe once a month.
Yeah.
I turned it on the other night, saw your commercial.
Oh, nice,
Yeah, how weird is
nice.
that? Yeah.
I hope I get a check. I'm so
50
fucking
bucks.
broke.
50
What
bucks.
are you doing for Kmart?
I do a lot of commercial acting. That's been my lucky streak, and I have one right now
She
for
plays the
Kenmore.
Brazilian.
The Brazilian. They're not sure what I am, so I think that's why they're like, not a
You
Mexican.
can be multi-ethnic.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's a good one. I'm just like opening a fridge.
Are you a soccer person? You into soccer?
I was until we started to just be really embarrassing.
What?
Brazil.
The Brazilian team's still good.
Ah, man, it was so embarrassing. This last World
You
Cup.
can't win them all. You can't win every World
I
Cup.
want to, though. I want it. No, I'm excited for 2014. I want to go to Brazil. Be there. For
I'm going
it.
to go.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
definitely
yeah.
going to go.
You got a good surfer, D'Souza.
I don't
You
know.
him?
I don't
He's
know.
one of the top. He's like 4th right now in the world, I think. I think he's in. No one would care about.
Yeah,
this.
nobody
It's
knows
just me.
about surfing.
I'm the only one that follows fucking World Cup surfing.
I assume there's 4 Australians in the top 10, and I don't know.
No,
the
how
fuck
about
they are.
this though? Bede Durbridge, who's number 3 in the world. I just twittered him, and he's coming here in 2 weeks. And I said,
Sweet.
"You going to come do the show?" And
Okay, okay, just I want to put this out here right now. Any athlete that's in the top 10 that you can Twitter and they respond to, it's not a real sport. It's not a real sport.
he's a friend of mine. And then I asked who was the I was on Fuel TV last week with the dude who lost the UFC fight, the big one, July 2nd.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Fuck,
Stop.
I for-
Anthony's? No.
I forgot, but I invited him on the show.
I
and
like
he's
boxing.
he's-
UFC
he's-
is so weird.
I love fights.
He wants to come on the show and
Love
Boxing.
live fighting.
He wants to.
Boxing's
He's
good.
135 pounds. He wants to punch Jason in the face.
It might be very good UFC, but
Can I
it's
punch
just
Jason in the
the
face?
grappling
If
and
he was
the
here.
rolling. They're just so close to fucking each other.
Here's
I
what
like
it is.
it.
This is what UFC
I like
is.
watching it.
Punch, punch, kick, kick, missionary position, fuck.
Yeah, they're like, they do. They jerk back and forth.
We have a lot of UFC like listeners who are now going to want to kill us.
I like
love
boxing.
it.
I
like boxing better
really
than
like
too.
boxing.
Well, jiu-jitsu is really cool too, which is like a little bit
Jiu-jitsu
different.
is
It's a little different.
UFC.
No, I feel
it's
like they're a
Muay
little
Thai
more.
to Jiu-Jitsu. They're gonna go after us for this. This is
Yeah,
like
but we
fucking
don't
with soccer
fucking
and
know.
football. Here's the thing. From what I understand from talking to Joe Rogan, basically UFC is like the closest you get to a real fight and like the toughest guys in the world. So that's why it is like a boxer would get his ass kicked by a UFC guy, and a real fight would just get fucking.
Yeah, but there's something
demolished.
classic about it, you know.
Classic,
Yeah,
that's what
and
it is.
there's more sport to
there's
it.
something
There's
Yeah, like
classic
there's
about
rules.
hoop dresses too, but
No,
you're not
I mean-
fucking wearing those.
Well, some
No, there's
people
something
still
about a
wear
real good
dresses.
fighter, the footwork, the speed.
Yeah,
the-
there's like
the-
so many more rules that you know what I mean. It's almost
Light heavyweight champ of the world. There's my
There you
uncle
go,
right there.
you go. That's
He,
very
he
cool.
didn't win. He didn't beat him.
He was light heavyweight. He stepped up to fight heavyweight.
Yeah, didn't win.
Yeah, he lost heavyweight. My uncle fought for the
That's
heavyweight
very
title of the
cool.
world.
He lost to Joe Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13th round. He had him in points and he went for the knockout and got taken down.
Oh no.
1937.
Yeah, but isn't it worthy of just like winning the fight and not really winning point wise? You know what I mean? Like
No,
people
because
are
he's an
still
idiot.
like, well, he won.
They
he won, he
said
won. You know what
that
I mean?
everyone in his corner said, just go the round, go the distance. You won. You won. You're going to be the heavyweight champ of the world at 167 pounds. That's less than me. He would have been the lightest heavyweight
Whoa,
champ ever.
how much do you weigh?
170. and he
barely fucking.
he fucking went.
That's
for
one
the-
night of
That's
eating.
That's real AIDS weight there.
Yeah, really. Wow, you guys are different.
But he went for the knockout and got knocked out. Joe Louis. got
Man.
I have some news actually. Scott Baio passed. He does not want to be on.
Why does Scott Baio not want to be on the show?
I thought you meant died. I thought you meant, and I was like, is there an alarm on the back of your pocket that just buzzed like you've been waiting? What?
Every celebrity death, he just chimes
We're
in.
not-
Guys, I just
We're
have
not
to
doing
tell
good
you.
with our celebrities. They just really don't want to.
So why did Scott
cares?
Baio stop?
I didn't get a personal answer from him. I had a connection to his wife, and we sent her an email explaining the show and saying, hey, we'd love to get Scott on the show.
And then they listened and gave it a who's Shawshank? What's his name? To Timothy Robbins.
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins listened to our show.
Yeah.
And he hates it.
Oh,
And
you
we're trying to convince Tim Robbins to come around and come back on the show.
Lily, tell Jim about what Anderson at Loveline said about our show.
Anderson at Loveline, great guy. He said he's a big fan of Talking Shit and Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift, and he said he was listening to every single episode until the one you shit your pants, and
You shit your pants?
he couldn't listen anymore because he was about to vomit in his car on the way to work, and he just hasn't been able to
But
stomach it.
isn't
People
isn't
shit their pants.
But you know what? You know what I dislike about that? He
But he wants you to come on Loveline.
No, but he assumes that I'm shitting my pants on every episode after that.
But
It's true. It's
there
stuck
is a
with
good
him.
chance of that.
You shit your pants?
I followed through on a fart.
I know what you mean. Because as a female, there are times where I go long periods of time because you're on vacation. You don't want your boyfriend to think
That you shit.
all the time or shit. Period. So you go long periods of time, and sometimes you're like, maybe I'll just let a little tiny one out.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I know if I go for this, it's gonna be a shit in my pants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I envy you.
Oh,
Basically.
I love.
envy me?
Well, sometimes
know-
it just feels good to let it go. You know what I mean?
I love that. I have two dogs basically with my girlfriend, and I love having the
Ooh.
dogs, and they both eat this like really weird food, so they fart all the time. So I fart
bad.
constantly and just blame it on the dogs. But I'm so afraid I'm going to shit myself and then have to blame it on the dog. And she picks up the dog shit all the time, and she'd be like, "That's not the dog shit."
I think it's one of.
think your
I think
leg should
I think it's
fall
one of life's little pleasures is when you're in a nightclub. It was better when smoking still existed, but when you're in a nightclub, you're hitting on a girl. The music's playing doo 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 like really loud,
Yeah.
and you're just like, "You look like really pretty." You're just farting like right in
And
front of
everyone
him.
just-
Like if there was no music here, you would think I'm the most disgusting human that ever lived. But because the music's loud, I'm just going to fart. And, why are you giggling? Because I think you're funny.
I feel like you can do that on airplanes
That's
too.
guts. You have
like
guts.
You can fart on an airplane, and for some reason,
For some
with the
reason-
oxygen swirling around, it just dissipates.
I get so much anxiety.
the
I get so much
The sound
anxiety.
of the engine
Yeah,
is the same
yeah.
hertz as a fart. There's something about because you can talk at the same volume of your fart and it'll be heard in an airplane, but fart and engine noise similar sound.
It's the worst.
You put
I
noise
hate-
cancellation earphones on, you can't hear farts.
That should be the way they
Like,
advertise them.
I have shame, but when it comes to farting on an airplane, no shame whatsoever.
I have so
In fact,
much shame.
I'm so angry on a plane, always. Like, I hate just being there, that I'm like, you know what? You all fucking deserve, for all of you coming on this plane and this not being an empty flight where I can fucking
Wow.
sprawl out, you deserve my farts.
Yeah,
I'll wait till the bathroom. I will literally hold and go.
I just flew in from Atlanta today, and I got to say that if these airlines cry poor one more time,
Fucking hate
I haven't
them.
been on a single flight in the last 10 flights that wasn't 100% booked.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are they all going?
Every single flight is
We're
100% booked.
losing 14 million.
How? Yeah.
How? What?
Because
The
they all
blankets are
ran their,
like
they all
this
ran their, and there's
thin.
cum all over them. The fucking
They're disgusting.
flight
I'm
attendants-
freezing all the time.
Flight attendants tell me, like, I'm friends with
Yeah.
a bunch of they pick up those blankets. There's cum on them. All the dudes
Oh,
jerk off
man.
in them.
You know what's sad about flight
Eddie.
attendants? They all have miscarriages.
What do you? Wait a minute, I was going to say something.
I'm
Carry
sorry
on.
about that. No, you please.
Someone had a
Oh, they have miscarriages
Yeah.
because of the pressure.
Yeah, no, because they're
Really?
above the ozone layer.
I thought,
radiation.
I thought it was just because they were sluts.
Probably. This one like stewardess was like, "Oh, you're like." I got into a conversation with her. She's like, "I've always wanted to be a comic, and Jesus always told me that I could." And I was like, "Oh, Okay. And then she had this great joke about how.
And Jesus happened to be Machete's cousin.
Yeah, literally.
He was a mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he runs a club in Mexico.
Literally her boyfriend, yeah. Just one cross earring, yeah. But yeah, she told me this great joke about how a lot of nice. I don't smell it at all.
In the theme of the show.
No, but you know what? I could never fart like that. Like farts don't
Nobody
sound like
can fart
that
like
coming out of my ass.
That's because you don't have hemorrhoids.
That's
They have a long way
you
to
ever,
go.
you ever had two hemorrhoids bashing together?
Those farts fight like Rocky to
it's
get
like
out of
there's
there.
there's
called a Jeffrey
pattern
special.
texture.
My asshole's like a percussion instrument.
You know the different shapes you can put
His-
for fondant?
His
Your ass-
his farts come out with an eye patch on.
So
I dated one of Jim Jeffries' farts once, and
Did you?
yeah, she just had this great joke about how all these fucking stewardesses have miscarriages, and I was like, oh shit, fuck.
Stewardesses always have miscarriages. What's all that about?
Yeah, right. What's going on? What's with all these miscarriages?
Chicken or the beef? Or a small stillborn in a bun?
By the way, that's why.
Did you write that down?
No, but that's why they have those toilets that are kind of like the abortion
they
abortion
just suck
instrument.
it right out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm miscarriaging. Sit on the toilet.
You ever seen a dead bird land in your backyard?
And it's
No,
got
that's just a fucking-
and it's got blue water all over it.
What is this?
That looks like
Oh my God.
You ever seen that thing that looks like a really young Keely Anthony? Well, that's a air stewardess miscarriage.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's in poor taste.
No, but
It's adorable when you admit it. It's great. It's important.
I was doing Casey Anthony jokes all weekend.
Oh man, it's so
The
horrible.
world's not ready.
So
I
Not
can
ready.
I can guess what they were about. though.
Oh, I
It's
can't.
like-
It's all like no, but I just know Jim's way of thinking. It was all about how you really want to fuck her.
No. It was all about how I'd like to be a parent, but I just don't have duct tape.
People,
And I did a joke about how in religion it says in the Bible it says you have to christen a baby because if you don't christen a baby and it dies in infancy, then it doesn't get into heaven. You know when I do that joke? So even though God sounds like a good guy,
oh, that's a good joke.
if he lets one dead baby in, then he has to let all the dead babies in. And before you know it, heaven's just filled with dead babies. And I go, and let's not act like these babies didn't know what they did. And I go, I'll tell you something for nothing. I bet you Keely Anthony wasn't christened. She's down where she belongs.
You love to push it, don't you?
Well, that's a good point. It's a good point. Like, if you're religious and you're saying you have to christen a baby that they don't get into heaven, then,
Yeah.
Keely Anthony's a prime
She's a prime example.
yeah.
I think
We can't talk about her. It's too topical.
Why? No, you can talk about the court case. We didn't testify.
no, but we
No.
usually on the show don't talk about anything,
Anything
topical.
topical.
We've said you could play,
Yeah, but this
you
will
could
still
play
be
the
fun.
show
No,
20
but it's,
years from now.
this is like
or
this is like
15
an
years
OJ.
ago.
This is like
repeat.
technology. This will still be funny in years to come.
Yeah, it will. It's,
think?
Well,
Oh,
it's horrific.
yeah. Yeah.
Dead babies are always fun.
This is how I look at the world. Slavery, 9/11, Casey Anthony.
Oh my God.
What about Christopher Columbus? That was funny.
Oh, there's no.
What did Christopher Columbus do?
He killed a bunch of Indians.
Oh, did he? I thought he found things.
No, he came here. And they brought some people.
I
And
love
they
it
killed all
when
the
white
Indians.
people find this is why people are so stupid when they go, oh, it would be great if aliens visited us. Nah, it would just be like white people
Yeah,
visiting black
it's
people with
true.
spears.
Yeah.
If they have the technology to come here, they'd be going to their mates. Like when we're going, oh, we have a musket, they have spears.
Yeah.
They'd be going, have you seen them? They're still using guns.
Whoa. We're fucking. My mom sends me so much email that like I just delete everything.
Yes.
For some reason, I watched a video.
I'm
she
feeling
sent me.
sick, Eddie. I can't get out of bed. My condition has worsened.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah, that's what
This
she does.
is horrible.
No, she does, and then I just go die.
No.
Too far, Eddie. Too far.
Eddie, even I feel
Die
bad
like
about it.
Keely Anthony.
I feel bad. Oh my God.
Die like Julie Anthony. Did Julie Anthony just die?
Yeah, didn't you hear?
What?
No, what?
Wait, did you not tell us about a celebrity death?
Seriously?
You didn't hear?
Julie Anthony.
No, I was joking. I said, what do you call her name? Kaylee Anthony.
Oh my God.
Julie Anthony's the woman from The Sound of Music.
Yeah. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's Julie Andrews.
How's she doing?
I'm sure she's cheery and singing still.
No, she lost her voice. She got nodules.
The dumb story that I have to
Get
tell.
this
I don't know why I want to tell it. My mom sent me this fucking weird, nerdy sci-fi channel show where they have a printer now, where it's a 3D printer where, like, say you have a wrench, you put your wrench in a copy machine, and it makes a copy of your wrench.
Whoa!
Yeah, no, I've seen that. You can get your own machine at your house and just make stuff.
Shit.
It's
You
like
can take that.
It's a 3D printer. Yeah.
Moving fucking parts.
Right? It's more like a
It
projector.
wouldn't make
but
the thing.
It makes it.
It's a projector.
identically.
There's a projector.
No,
it makes it. It makes it.
It makes it.
It
No.
wouldn't make the inside of it.
Explain
It
to me
can't
how
make
matter
anything.
starts.
But it
It
makes
made a
plastic.
wrench.
It makes.
It made
It
a
can make
wrench.
like hard plastic.
It made a wrench
materials
with
and stuff.
movable
It can
parts.
make plastic things, but it can't make electronics.
No, I don't.
You can't
know.
put a car in there.
No, but they've made some pretty.
You
cool
can't
shit.
put machete in
This
there.
is just a show, right? This isn't like a real thing that we're getting
No, this
excited
is
about.
real.
3D printing. It's real. Yeah.
It's real.
It's crazy.
And then she sent me the funniest thing I've ever seen. Have you seen the show on Lifetime where the dance girls? Has anybody seen this yet?
Which dance girls? Keep
Oh
going.
my
Keep going. You're
fucking
still
God.
in a category of a lot. still.
It's filmed
Can
in
we
Pittsburgh.
make-
It's filmed in Pittsburgh, and it's like pageant girls, but they're dance girls.
Oh yeah,
Have you
yeah,
seen
really
this yet?
intense. Yeah.
And it's this
called
big, massive, fat. Imagine somebody twice the size of Machete, a woman who
nice.
who is the dance instructor.
Yeah,
and she's
it's called stage.
cunt.
No, Dance Moms.
Dance moms.
Yes.
She's the biggest cunt in the world.
Your daughter wasn't wearing the required outfit for today. I'm sorry, she's gonna have to leave. She's a child.
She's like, I want your daughter to fucking cry. But they're
needs to
5-year-olds.
learn.
They're 5-year-olds.
No,
She's like,
no, they're like
"Plie."
9.
She's
They're like 9,
plie,
10.
plie. She's like, if you're gonna cry, you're gonna get out here because you're never gonna be a winner. You're never gonna. And they've got the terrible
The
Pittsburgh
woman's
accent.
never danced in her life.
You did
Doesn't
a
even
Jewish
know.
accent, but they have the.
No, it's like that was like New Yorky kind of.
But it's Pittsburgh. She's like, Yin's guys coming
I
down
tried-
here.
I
You're
tried
gonna
to-
learn to dance
I
real
committed.
well.
I mean, fuck.
Maybe you need to go to a new accent
I'm
teacher.
sorry. Maybe I should go to back to Groundlings.
Jim goes to accent coaching.
I do.
Do the American.
Well, you can't just put me on
Do the
spot.
American.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
on.
that's not how you do it. You gotta
My
let him fall
my
into it.
American's fine. Thank
Read
you very
our
much.
plugs.
Can
Read
you
our
fart
plugs in American.
American accent?
Okay, request donations. Thank you, everyone who made donations. I've got a cold.
Adorable.
I've got a cold.
Can I do my Aussie?
You're going.
Fucking hell, mate.
That's-
That's all I can do.
Yeah, I can't do my. There's a 4 that I always go to.
Yeah, I say.
Yeah, I can't do my mom's accent. I wish I could. It's really fucked up and weird.
What is it?
I can't. I can't even do it. It's like a Spanish, but like I don't. My mom got into a car accident when she was like 27, split her head open.
Right,
Relearn how to walk, talk.
Wow.
Everything. And she had this dialect coach from like a different region of Brazil, so she sounds different from the rest of her family.
That was fucked up to do to her.
Real fucked up. Yeah, real fucked
They
up.
might as well brought someone in to teach her a whole new language.
Fucked up. Yeah, like she's not accepted in the town anymore. She gets,
Tell her she's black.
Oh man, no, but yeah, she never learned English. Was just always really, really hard for her, because her brain's just already all fucked up. And I don't know, her accent's beautiful, and the
But it's
emails she
different.
writes me are beautiful.
I
too.
laugh when I talk to like my nephews and nieces. Now, obviously, I'm
So
Australian,
cute.
but they're like sound so Australian to me that's retarded. And because I've lived amongst you, they're like, "All right, Uncle Jim, what are we gonna do right now? We're looking forward to seeing you." And I'm like, "You little fucking retards!"
That's adorable.
Look at you.
I can barely, British and Australian accents. For me, sometimes I really don't even understand what you're
British
saying.
are hard because there's so many different ones.
Yeah, my one's
Yeah.
got the slightest tinge of British in it now because I lived there for so long,
Yeah.
but it's still mostly Australian.
Like you're set at the little people
Can we go back?
convention. I could barely
understand what
understand
I was talking
it. Yeah,
What I was,
What,
what I
what was hard
saying.
about cunt?
I heard cunt. I was like,
You couldn't understand what I was saying.
no, for me, British accent sometimes, like especially when I'm like a little bit stoned or like been drinking, I'm like, I really have to focus in.
Oh, that's weird.
You
I guess.
brought a contingent of Muslims with you.
Are you a Muzzy?
No. My manager is brown, and so is his brother.
Oh,
You have a boyfriend, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And where's he from?
He's from here, California.
Is he a
See,
white guy?
He's a white guy. Yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
Thanks.
Good for you.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Moving up in the world.
we should play the game with her
All right.
because she.
That, by the way, that
What do we-
bread, I just ate a little corner.
and you're high.
It's great. Yeah, it's great.
Joey Diaz left a fucking.
He's
pot
shoving
bread
that
here.
thing fucking in his mouth as he was
And
talking.
How
he
nice
couldn't
is
eat
Joey?
it fast enough.
Joey usually brings banana bread. He didn't bring banana bread because Jim
That's
hates
poppy
bananas.
seed. He's
Yeah.
very
Yeah, 'cause
sweet.
I-
Now wait,
banana.
Jim and I we play a game here on the show called if you could be anything other than white, what would you be? But
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, I
with
am white.
Well,
No, but if you could be- if you
you're
could
not
be-
I am.
white.
Yes, I am.
We don't consider you.
If you could
Okay.
be, if you could be any race in the world,
Yeah.
other than what you are.
what would you be?
Oh, this is hard because I mean you got to think about not just looks. There's a whole social,
Oh yeah, there's a lot involved.
thing. Ooh. Oh man, I think this is gross though. I feel like this is too close to my thing, but I really like people from Spain.
Nah, you're already Hispanic. That's too close
I'm
to
already
you.
too
We're
dirty.
really only
Okay.
giving you a
Let's
few
see,
choices:
okay.
black,
Asian.
Japanese. Yeah, Japanese would be cool.
You'd be
Really?
Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're not.
Mixed Japanese girls are very hot.
Whoa! They have blurry
Yeah.
vaginas.
It's this way, so it's
To
tighter.
other Asian men, they're blurry.
You know what I just like about the Japanese? It's me so cute. Look, I do the peace
No, okay.
sign.
They're freaks.
Oh,
What are you
I'm wearing little stockings. I'm really cute.
Australian girls are really hot. That's
I'm
cool.
That's
laughing.
not true.
I'm laughing behind my hands. What is with the Japanese girls and laughing behind their hands? Fuck off, you cunt.
What's up with Asian people in masks?
What? What the fuck are you watching?
No, you know,
Yeah, they don't wear
when
enough of them.
when SARS diseases, they were all wearing
Oh, the little
masks. around.
the woman packing the grocery store yesterday.
also,
like,
You know what
and
I
had
heard
one
though?
on. I'm
They
always
don't.
like,
They don't
"Take it
wear. They
off."
don't wear masks to prevent getting a cold.
Prevent
If they
passing it.
have a cold, they wear one, which is actually very nice of them to do. We're just
Yeah, but they're
rude-
still touching shit.
yeah. Well, it's
And
not-
like,
Have you ever noticed how I don't know if it's because their eyes are so close, like to being shut already, but they fall asleep on public transport like that. Asian
that black
folk.
people too, though.
No, Asian people will be holding onto the rail.
Indians also.
Everybody.
They'll be holding onto the
People who
rail
ride the bus
with their
sleep on the bus.
heads asleep down like that.
Mexicans don't because they're
Because
waiting to steal.
You try to find me a photo
No, they're
of a
tight.
white person hanging onto a railing, standing up, sleeping. The
Oh,
Asians are
I'll
gonna-
find
White
it.
people
I'll
are
find
scared.
it.
They can't
White
fall
people
asleep on
are.
a bus.
I'll tell you something.
I will
Lazy
show
shit.
you 50,000 heroin addicts out on Venice Boardwalk.
They're
all
that
white.
Stand and sleep.
I'll tell you something about stealing that happened to me just the other day. I was selling my DVDs in Atlanta, and this you get some water, yeah, and this
Don't give her water.
this rather large black guy that had
Make it fast. It's really
that
dark.
had dreadlocks that looked like Predator type of thing, right? He was standing around chatting. We were in a group with Marshall and all that stuff. My box of DVDs were behind me, and he pulls a DVD out and acts like he's looking at it like, oh, this is an interesting DVD. And then I see him out of the corner of his eye start putting it in his big back pocket. And I turn around and he pulls it out like, oh, that's really interesting. And he puts it back in the box. 10 minutes later, he does it again, right? Oh, and he goes to steal it. And I turn around, he puts it back in the box. In the end, I went, can you just fucking take one? Seriously, you're bothering me. You're so fucking shit at stealing stuff. Just fucking have one. And he did. He went, oh, thanks, man. Walked off.
You know Travis, who you were with this weekend in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Travis sent me a picture one time of my first CD, which I'm fucking embarrassed. I want to have it yanked off the shelf. I've done 3 CDs, and the first one I should not have made. I was like doing comedy like 3 years and made a CD. It's not even like a full 45 minutes. Like I had to like stretch and put like
gotta be
sketch.
great to have,
It's-
though.
No,
but at
no.
the time, you think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah. And I'm just
Yeah,
so,
you shouldn't have released it, but it's
so
good that you did it.
So sold it after shows, everything. Travis shows me he's at a Goodwill, and he shows me in the bin.
No.
Is my CD. Not only is it there, it's autographed.
Cool, but yeah.
I have an autographed Eddie F. CD.
No,
That's
but
a great story,
no,
dude.
but the thing about
Success.
it, Eddie, was there an unautographed copy out there?
And it wasn't open.
No, yeah, you know what I mean. You weren't selling them in shops.
Right. That's
So every copy that was out in the
It
world was
at a
autographed.
show.
Yeah.
So you know what? Guess what? It's because you did a lot of shows and people bought them, and they were like, "Hey, you know what?
You don't want to know why that CD was in Goodwill? Because someone enjoyed your performance that
Exactly.
night. They were drunk, but they enjoyed it, and they bought your shit.
and then they went, "Why did I fucking buy
And then
this?"
years later, after they'd listened to it so many times and had so much joy out of it,
Thanks
they
for making me
decided-
feel good, Jimmy.
They decided to pass that joy on to others.
Yeah, they were like,
Poor people.
spending $15 on this is a good idea."
Let the poor people get some comedy about poor people.
The only CD I have is
How
Your
much-
Friends.
How much were they selling it for?
At Goodwill, it's free, I think.
No, it's
not. No,
not.
Goodwill's not
Goodwill, you have
free.
to pay for the
Oh,
shit.
you do?
there.
Yeah, that's how they make their
You
money.
give it-
Take a CD,
you
leave a
give
CD.
it for free. You give it free. The money that people buy things with, that goes to charity.
The best was when I sold a CD online one time, and I got an email back from a guy who was like a big fan. And then he goes, "I saw you on Last Comic Standing. I loved you." And he goes, "Then I bought your CD. Why?" And I went, "What?" And he's like, why all the swearing? Why the disgusting talk? Why the this?
Because
why
I'm
that?
not on TV and I
it
can
just
do whatever
it just
I
went.
want.
It was like a fucking 5-page email. At the bottom, it signed Father something something.
Mulcahy.
Catholic priest, and I wrote back, "What the fuck are you thinking?" And so the next thing I know, this guy, and he's a Catholic priest, and he's in Vegas, and we always talk online, and he writes to me still to this day. And
What?
he now comes to my shows. When I'm in Vegas, he comes to the shows.
Eddie's got boyish looks.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
How's your pot going over there?
It's good. I'm pretty stony.
You're good friends with Bobby Lee.
I don't want to say good friends.
I thought you opened for him or something.
I do, and I'm actually very good friends with his brother, Steve Lee, who's like just this brilliant artist.
What about his oldest brother, Bruce?
I knew that was coming. Bobby's had his cock out in this room right here.
Oh yeah,
many
Yeah, he
times.
doesn't have a door-sized cock. He has
He has
a
that
regular Asian.
But he has that
Yep.
straight pubic
It's
hair.
middle-
His
it's
pubic hair.
straight, yeah.
He could transplant if you were balding. He could transplant his pubic hair to your
Yeah.
head, and it
I
would
always
look
feel like
the
I
same.
could just pull them out straight, just one at a time.
You could
like
say to
that.
people, "I have Bobby Lee pube hair."
"Oh, you're having fun."
I'm sick. I just had a yawn. I'm sorry.
Are we boring you, Jim?
No, you sometimes need to yawn.
Do you go on any other podcasts?
I did one for a little bit right up with the same guy who does all of like the Naughty Show and
Who's that?
and Joe
Tripoli.
Rogan, the Red Band.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like Red Band. He's a good dude.
Yeah, and it was we had a couple of really weird. Oh, that one was wet.
Sorry,
That one was
sorry.
wet.
His name's Brian, right?
That
Brian,
one was
Brian,
wet.
Brian
I'm
Red
sick.
Band.
Oh my god, that one was moist. I felt it like in my arm.
Eddie's
I tasted it.
Eddie's
Oh my
really
God.
out of win. Eddie's really close to that one.
Oh man, you had some
I'm
pizza,
so
huh?
used to it.
No, you had Chinese food.
That's some Chinese food. I think a fortune just fell out.
It's not looking good.
Fortune said you have
Yeah.
diarrhea.
It said you have shit in your pants right now.
You have bloody diarrhea, hemorrhoidal, fucking
That's
asshole.
gotta be the
fucking-
worst. That's gonna be the worst.
Brian Red Band.
Oh yeah, real cool guy, and we just get really stoned, and it was called a podcast.
Yeah, it was weird when I did Rogan's podcast
Yeah.
that you sit down and they're like, you're like, "Are we going?" And they're like, "Hold on," and they hook up the vaporizer and they both fucking do
Yeah.
their hits off the vaporizer, and they're like, and I don't smoke anymore, and they're like, "You ready to go?" And
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
get really hot, and I got really stoned the first time, and I was just having fun talking. We were coming up with like some funny stuff, and then it hit me. I'm like, I'm so stoned, and this is being recorded, and I started to like have a small like Jewy attack inside me, and I was like, oh fuck. And
You're
and then
channeling an inner Jew. You have
Are
like
you part Jew?
am I part Jew?
Are you full Jew?
No, but I lived in New York like when I was pretty young, so I think it influenced me the most out of all the places I've lived. Maybe, I don't know.
So what? Did you grow up religious?
No, not at all.
No, I thought all South Americans were all loving God and all that.
And my dad was like my dad was a holographer when I was growing up. He makes holograms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like a big hippie. I mean, my name's Jay.
does he have a
Holographer.
3D printer?
No, he doesn't have one of those. I was getting excited for him.
He makes holograms.
He did. It kind of died with the 80s, so now he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
more into
You
animation.
know what would be good? An holographer, pornographer. Holographer, pornographer.
My dad is a pornographer.
I love that they gave him a name. Like that was like we should call ourselves podcasters. What do you do? I'm a podcaster.
I've
Holographer.
never
Holographer.
called myself a podcaster.
No, but I'm saying like
It was a big thing for a
there
little
were probably
bit.
like 5 of them.
There was very few of them. It was a really cool thing that he did. I used to be really excited. Like as a kid, I would give people holograms. They'd be like, "Whoa!" It was really exciting.
And now he's unemployed.
And now people are like, these shitty holograms from now he works for like a government company, and he won't even let me say pot to him on his phone. He gets like really paranoid and weird.
Does he do like secret
because
shit?
he's on pot.
No, he's not smoking anymore. He wishes he was. I mean, he's a big pothead.
He's still seeing holograms though.
Probably. He loves Venice Beach. He loves coming here.
Of course he does. He's South
Yeah.
American. They all love it.
Yeah.
We do. I like coming down
You
here.
have to be third world to like this place.
All of LA, you have to be third world. I'm like, I love fruit on the street. I need it.
Fuck,
I
when I
love
see
LA.
people walking down I like LA, but when I see people walking down the boardwalk and they're happy, I'm like, there's something fucking wrong
Yeah,
with
you're miserable. That's why.
I hate the fucking boardwalk. I love Venice. The boardwalk, I hope a nuclear bomb hits precisely and takes out the
That's how the
entire
Comedy Store is,
fucking
we
strip
all-
of the boardwalk. There's about a 1.5 mile strip that I want everyone there to die. No, every
No, I
day.
don't
If
want
you
everybody
read,
to die.
go on Twitter and go to Venice 311. Is it Venice 311 or Venice
No.
911? 311. Venice 311. Get the Twitter and just read it, and you'll go right now. If you Twitter and look at it, the Twitter feed, you're going to go, we're going to die any minute. We're going to die any minute, because it'll be like helicopters are overhead. There's men running through backyards. They've got guns. They've taken a fucking victim. They're in your house. They're on your roof.
You're kidding. Wait, people might just be writing that. How?
No, they follow the police scanner.
You know what you can do? You can get a scanner app on your phone.
I
you
got
can
it.
hear.
But there's 4.
You do. That's what people do for looping, like looping jobs.
Hold
you
on.
have to learn how to do the
There's
codes and
4 different scanners that the police use. I found out Venice 311 uses them all.
Yeah.
And whoever does Venice, they're awesome. And they fucking get photos and shit. They're like, we found the fucking culprit, and some guy runs down and videotapes it, and you can watch the clip on your phone. But there's shit going on right now. Somebody's robbing
I wanna
someone.
know. I don't wanna know.
There's someone dead right now. There's a body in the canals. It's fucking, this neighborhood's is fucked.
It's like if you eat something and there's like maybe shit in it and you don't know and it still tastes great and it smells good. You're like, great. But then you know there's shit in it. You're not going to eat it.
Here, let me read some of Venice 311. LAPD scanner, 2900 block of Washington Boulevard. Ambulance, death investigation. Wait,
am I parked?
LAPD scanner. Dude beating down a lady in the parking lot at North Venice and Canal is on his way to the pokey.
Where's Joey D?
Yeah, where did Joey Diaz park? 1300 Oceanfront Walk, which is right here where we live. Guy is angry, reoccurring issue. He is reoccurringly pissed. His name is Jason Hour. Venice, drugs, booze, and the general cross-section of humanity. Wait. Today's audio horror show across from... Hey, ladies and guys, if you rock a man purse, beware of purse snatchers on Oceanfront Walk in Abbott Kinney. Hold them close and tight. Purse snatch occurred at 46 Wavecrest. That's 1 block over.
No, I don't have a purse.
Male, white, or Hispanic. We know he was
Who is
Hispanic.
getting their purses snatched?
shirt.
Hold on to your things, people. Why?
Last seen going towards Boardwalk. Use bodily force.
Just picture someone walking like this.
We need Jim and his farts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you read this, you won't want to go outside.
It doesn't really scare me.
Okay.
It happens. We know it's.
Oh, I got an email.
Try going to any other country besides America. You get robbed maybe once. You keep a wallet with a couple bucks and you give it to them. They fucking run away.
Was that
Go
all
fuck
just today,
yourselves.
or how?
It's 5 minutes ago.
5 young Hispanics are now running away after tagging some cars.
Machete can't run.
He's not young either.
Is he Mexican?
We don't know what we haven't figured him out.
2 dumb crimes. Extra. No, but these things are just Twitters.
That's
No,
what I'm
they're
saying. How
Twitters from they're listening to the police.
how do we
scanners.
know that's
Yeah, how do
true?
we know they're true?
Yeah.
Let's just start.
That's
we'll
what I
start, We'll
said.
start twittering on this.
No. Those are all coming from Venice 311, the person that
Why-
listens to the scanner.
Well, why would they Twitter that?
But why are they
It makes
twittering
no
these
sense.
2 dumb things? And
Because they have a sense of humor.
They do a smart ass comment at the end. It's not like not like some like this is not the 911 calling lady that go small girl found with duct tape around her mouth. LOL.
Okay.
She
Bringing it around.
She was in the
back to
pool for a
this.
while.
Oh, God.
LOL.
No, it's fucked. This neighborhood's fucked.
No,
I live in Hollywood,
that's not-
dude. Do you know how
that's
fucking
not-
disgusting
that's not
that
real.
area is?
That's not real, Eddie.
I had a guy on the beach telling me one day, he's like, don't go over there. Those guys are doing smack. You know what smack is? You know what they call it smack? And I'm like, I didn't want to get quizzed on smack tonight. I want to walk my fucking dog. Thank God I walked Noosa like goes nuts on them when they come near you. How many times have you been raped here, Lily?
I haven't been raped, but there's a homeless guy that wants to rape me. He's blind. Do you know which one I'm talking about? He's blind. He's an alcoholic.
You got him.
He's Native American, and he hears.
You
my
just
feet.
named about 50 guys.
I know, right? They all lose their vision after a while.
They're
but
kind of
he
people, not
knows,
one guy.
Like the click of my heels or something. Like he
Ew,
can tell
that's
from the way I
frightening.
walk.
What?
And then he'll be lying down like on his fucking like homeless sleeping bag, and then he'll. Like
What's that
dart
look like?
up when he hears me, and he'll be like, "Can I smell your panties? Give me your panties." And I was like,
I love that the only person who wants to rape the lead is blind.
"I'm a blind man."
And the best part is it's not rape because
You know,
Lily probably fucked him.
keep looking at the thing. My brother, who's Scott, who we all know is a big fan of the show, he rings me up with all the most being so earnest the other day, and he goes, "Listen to your podcast." He goes, "Are you sure that Lolita's a therapist?" I go, "Yeah, she's a therapist." He goes, "I've never heard anybody who needs more therapy."
I didn't know you were a therapist.
Yeah, she's a clinical therapist,
I
whatever.
am.
You have a master's degree, right?
I have a master's in psychology,
And she's
marriage and family therapy.
hot. What's happening?
She's
What?
not hot.
Oh.
She's not hot.
Yeah, I'm also dead inside.
She's
She's very attractive, you guys.
She's
she's
sometimes hot.
Yeah.
She's really hot.
Oh,
keep drinking, keep eating whatever you're eating, girl.
You hairy
I
girls
thought she
stick
was
together.
hot.
She's got,
No.
she's got lesbian tendencies.
I
and
thought she was
makes
hot
out
the
with-
second I saw her at that
I
show.
just did a funny
She
joke.
makes
And
out
everyone
with
Feelings
was
I
like,
guess.
mutual.
I said,
Yeah,
you
what's wrong with
hairy
you guys?
girls stick together
Yeah.
like Velcro.
Oh, that's love.
You guys could really probably
The interlocking of
No, they could probably do well because you're Brazilian and she needs a Brazilian on her back.
On on top.
Like a little bit.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Brazilian. I don't know.
I love you, Scott. For hating on me.
Who's? Oh, Scott. Yeah, he did say that.
Brazilian should be the next amount of money, the amount of debt that America's in.
that's I think. I think the president told that joke.
Is that
Bush
what-
told that joke. I think once.
Bush.
Yeah,
Did he? What?
yeah. He goes Brazilian, or what did he say? He goes, I mean, I don't know. One day it'll get to a Brazilian amount.
Like trillion.
Am I
Brazilian.
nicking my stuff off George
I'm
Bush?
not
now?
kidding. And it's like a card that I've gotten it like multiple times from like parents of people, like, you know, the Bush joke in like a birthday card.
You've been reading my mom's emails.
I've been reading your mum's emails about 3D photocopy.
Wait till you see Dance Moms.
I like the,
Is it called
man, it's
Dance
so
Moms?
good. Yeah.
So fucking
It's
good. It's
so
the
good.
best reality show ever on TV.
I really like Coco Loves Ice, or Ice really, Ice Loves
Greg
Coco
Nash,
right
executive
now.
producer, did my film. He's a great guy.
Yeah, I really like
Good
it.
job.
It's kind of
she's
funny.
She's a
Greg
curvy girl at Coco.
She's like a cartoon.
Did you
it's
see her?
So fun watching.
Did you see Coco working out in stilettos?
Yeah, and she's got full face like Barbie makeup on, and she's just like,
Who is she? Where did she come from?
she's like a fucking. She was a model. She's like a Playboy model, and then she did a couple adult films
And music videos, probably.
Yeah, and she has her own business now.
So
actually,
she's just a skank.
She has a big mouth.
She's just a dumb skank.
She's
no.
got,
She's got her shit together now. She's
got-
making money.
She's
You know,
got
I
she's got an
mean,
ass on her. Fucking hell.
Is that fake?
you know who has a
Probably.
hot ass? Nicki Minaj. I'm like a huge fan of Nicki Minaj.
I was watching a documentary.
Nicki Minaj?
For the last 15 years, waifs have been what magazines and what has been decided as sexy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And they reckon that when a country goes into decline, there's something like when you go into recession, we go for curvy. Our
Yeah.
brain switches over to
It's true.
we want curvy.
Because they
Like,
bear more babies and they have more milk in
You
their
want
tits.
someone that you're not going to have to feed all the time
Yeah.
because they've got enough resources to be able to last.
But at
It's
the same
something-
time,
but
they need to eat
But
more.
they showed
too.
it because in
Just saying.
the 60s or something, it was all fucking curvy girl, and then they went into waif in the 70s, and then they went fucking anyway. But they're fat. Anyway, fat's in at the moment.
Well,
So-
they said that.
Yeah, when the country's
that was like the
suffering, we
Middle
go
Ages,
fat.
like
That's
kings and
great.
queens were always fat because
Yeah,
of
Curvy,
money.
curvy girls. It's all this. It's Mad Men and all that type of bullshit. We're liking big tits. The Kim Kardashians, this all type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where this has become big tits, big asses, back in fashion at the moment. The Coco and all that. Just saying.
No,
I'd like-
it's true. It's a very
I'd
good
like,
point.
I'd like to hit the Kardashians in the face with a cement block.
I love that show so
I
much.
tell you what,
Oh my God.
I think Kim Kardashian's is fucking stunning. Though.
She's gorgeous. I mean,
She's
she wears
stunning.
so much makeup. It's almost like stage makeup. When
Yeah,
you see her,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, oh fuck.
but there's
Like,
there's a ton of really hot. What is the infatuation with her?
I don't know. I don't know. I
know
guess
that-
I have a sister too, and we kind of like fight, and we're kind of I don't know. I kind of like seeing them all together.
Chloe should be put down.
She's a fat
Oh
cunt.
man.
Chloe,
Oh,
they should
man.
have used Chloe to clog up the oil spill in
man.
fucking New Orleans.
Every Hollywood family needs a tranny. You know what I mean? So
Lily,
it's
tell
fine.
me this. I read this in Intro to Psychology when my first year of college, but they said that if they took an orange and put it on TV for a month, the fruit, an orange, every day on TV, and then rolled it down the street, everyone would stop and go, look, there's that orange. And it's just, if you put shit on
course
TV.
they would.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
Where
It
is
is.
the orange?
Well,
I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to watch it every night.
but,
yeah, I don't
but
know.
isn't that kind of the Kardashian thing? Like
It
they have
is,
no
yes.
talent,
they've
nothing
been
about.
put on a pedestal.
Yeah.
They've gotten opportunity by being on TV, hanging out with Paris Hilton. It's like that celebutante thing that
They get
all of a
whatever the
sudden
fuck they
became
want.
a moneymaker.
That was
And
the thing.
They're like,
Ryan
hey-
Seacrest ran with it, and
Yeah.
he picked a good
It's true.
family.
So it
to
could have
do
been
with.
anyone.
It could have been anyone. She goes, hey, you guys, oh my God, everybody thinks Kim's ass is fake. Let's go get an x-ray, you know, right? So they go and they get an x-ray. And I'm thinking like, I can barely go to the fucking dentist. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm like fascinated. I'm like, whoa, what's it like to just be an idiot and get to do whatever you want?
And it trivializes just human interactions and this of what people
It's
truly
also
are.
The father was famous. The guy was an Olympian.
He's my Armenian homeboy.
The fucking
O.J. Simpson.
Brody Jenner.
O.J. Simpson. But also, she had a sex tape. Which
Yep,
was
she had a
before the
sex
whole
tape.
thing.
Oh yeah, that's what
Which,
got her
by the
famous.
way, I will commend her on her sex tape.
Beautiful.
It wasn't
Beautiful job.
a sex tape because when you make a sex tape, you're like holding it or you got it on a tripod. There were people in the room filming that
Yeah.
shit. They
Yeah,
had
it was
all
well
the
lit,
angles.
well lit.
He fucking moved his leg to the side to let people in to see his scrotum fucking
he is
slapping
black.
off
It's
her
in
ass.
I
him.
didn't see it like that.
Oh, it was shot so fucking
agree.
well.
I agree.
That's a
She's
professional
like sucking his
porn.
dick and she's like kind of
Looking
looking
into
at the
the camera.
Yeah, that's a pro.
Yeah, but there's
I
still not
watched
a
it.
guy holding the camera.
No, I'm telling you that was a professional.
She's got a dark butthole though, like really
Yeah.
dark, really dark. She's probably bleached it
from
by
that
now.
black penis.
When their buttholes get
Wouldn't that suck? I know
Lily.
you've been fucking that black guy. Your asshole is black. Like if it just rubbed off on you.
yeah, that's what happens. Their black skin comes off.
That's-
onto yours.
The
That's
inside of your
Mine
vagina
is
is
just as
black.
black.
That's how Michael Jackson's hand went white the first time.
Touche.
You fished enough boys.
Lalit, how do you know that that guy, the homeless guy on the boardwalk, doesn't just say that to everyone?
He may.
Because the lead stands in front of me.
But you know what though? No, because I used to watch him because
Yeah.
he freaked me the fuck out. Like I walk alone all the time. I would come home 2 a.m. and I'm freaking out because I know this homeless bum is waiting there listening. But I've watched other people walk by and he has not moved an inch.
Why don't you try to?
But he's also not that blind as what
Yeah,
I found
It
out.
sounds like you're into him. You've
Yeah,
been watching him
why-
a lot.
I
don't
want
you
him
try,
dead.
Why don't you try to mix up your clip clops? Put on a pair of.
Oh, I wear flip
Put
flops all the
Flip-flops?
time.
No, but yeah, flip flops because he reckons that she reckons that he knows the way that
No,
she walks.
Yeah.
But
right?
you said clip clops. That's what I'm.
like a draft horse.
That's very adorable.
Right now,
Clip clops.
so you clip clops, and so why don't you try wearing some sneakers, and see if he still notices
Well,
it.
if- well, he
This
won't
is
hear
my
me.
theory on what happens here. Some days he doesn't hear you, so you start flip flopping a bit louder.
Oh, shut up. No, I
Like,
told
you
she's gonna miss him.
you
She's gonna
start
miss
really
his-
I have Jason for that.
It's gonna
I don't
be
need
sad,
that. I don't
lonely
need that
walking
homeless
nights.
guy.
And then you hear at the door, oh, I'm so close to home. I hope no one bothers me. Flip
I'm
flop,
drunk.
flip
I'm
flop.
not wearing any underwear. I hope nobody fills me up.
Then you
He's
rip.
asked me
Then
for my
you
socks before too.
then you river dance around him.
What's wrong with that?
It's true. LA is the only place where there's kind of hot hobos, though.
we all need attention, Lily.
There are hot homeless people.
Lilith's gonna go into the emergency room. They're like, "What happened?" She's like, "I got raped. I needed attention." How did it happen? I was
Do
river
people
dancing
still
around
get
a home-
raped? Like in
My neighbor.
This
got
is. I have a
felt up
theory
here.
on rape the other day that I was thinking about it.
I have one too.
I could only be a gang raper. I've tried every time I've got a girlfriend
Yeah.
or something. I'm in the room and I do that thing where you give them a bit of a tickle or you hold them down just as
Yeah,
a bit
like,
of a joke.
a little rougher, yeah.
They always just kick me in the stomach and I'm on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you hurt me
Yeah,
for.
that was my point. I have trouble
Let alone
getting.
taking my pants off, penetrating.
Exactly.
and-
It's a lot. Watching out for other people. You're your own watchman. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
I have trouble getting in my girlfriend
could do
when
it.
she lets me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's a lot of like she has to help.
That means she's tight.
in conclusion, I think I could rape if Eddie helped me.
That's
But I
very
couldn't-
sweet.
And
Would
I
you
think
do it? Eddie?
I think you could rape if I helped you.
And I don't think I could. I don't think I could do it by myself.
And I don't.
Well, then you wouldn't make a good rapist. I'm sorry.
and I don't think you couldn't.
That you
either.
can't have the title rapist if you have to do it in a group. That's like a
No, still,
Buddy
that's,
rape or
We're a
something.
rape couple.
yeah, that's still.
we're the rape duo. Rape duo.
I go.
We have like in Batman, like we go, let's go
Exactly.
rape. And
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Oh my god.
rape action.
Hold her hair down. Quick.
Form
Oh,
of
that's horrible.
handcuffs.
DNA spray. Pack.
2 gay men are on the street of Venice raping women as we speak.
The,
Did they
the
just
thing
say
is,
that?
the thing is, we don't even rape the women. We just fuck each other and make them watch.
That's like the gay duo on SNL.
That would be if
Did
I
you
was.
steal that from them, Jim?
Oh, come on.
George Bush and now.
Oh yeah, the Brazilian thing was brilliant though, because
I
you
knew
did.
it.
You know what? You did come up with it on your own though. You hadn't heard it,
I think 1,000 people must have come up with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
but you know
Brazilian,
what? You were one of
Brazilian.
those special people.
Yeah. I have a theory that Elite wants to fuck Ray so badly.
Yeah, that's our new
This is
thing,
our
we
new
think.
theory that Elite really wants to fuck Ray.
Ray's got a girlfriend though,
He's cute.
Yeah, he's cute. He's cute.
and Ray's girlfriend.
And Ray's not bad looking either.
Apparently, Ray, I fucked your
Anyway.
girlfriend's friend. That's true.
I'm friends with his
fun.
girlfriend.
What are the odds?
So anyway, my theory is that Elite wants to have sex with Ray,
Yeah.
right? Because last podcast, this
Yeah.
is what happened. You turned to Ray and you said, "Oh, do you want me to walk you to your car? Will you be all right?" Like you were going to protect Ray.
Yeah, that sounds like
Really?
she wants to fuck him. What?
No, because a man walks a girl to a
walks a
car
girl.
in a
Jim's right.
dangerous area where rape might happen. Who's
I thought
raping
I was offering
Ray?
it to the guest.
We all feel this
I think
way.
that just means she wants to get raped, isn't it?
Yeah.
She wants no protection.
No,
she
no.
finds
What
are
the
your
weakest
choking
guy in the
abilities
group.
like?
No,
Ray.
because if she wanted to get raped, she'd say, "Jason, can I walk you to your not car?"
Can I walk you to your massage table in the backyard?
He doesn't have a backyard.
He's got a
Oh,
bike.
I'm sorry.
He's got a bike without brakes.
He's got a bike without brakes and a
looking
massage
out for
table.
Ray.
Everything's on the up and up.
He helps me.
You know what? I know a lot of homeless people because of the Comedy Store. Like, you know,
Really?
people are always like, "Don't walk home. It's really dangerous." I'm like, I know them all by first name. All of them.
There's a dude at the comedy
What,
store
are
that
they all,
hangs out.
do they all gig at the Comedy Store?
no, they all like hang out there because it's like an outside area.
Because
and they're
comics
always
are
out there.
needy.
Jade,
yeah.
Like how? Like what is it like as a female comic touring and being on the road and with in a predominantly?
What are you, a
It's fun.
newscaster?
I mean,
Why
I
are
don't
you
know.
asking the fucking
I'm just
hackiest
curious.
question
I've been
ever?
thinking that since I saw.
great.
Thanks, WTXI TV.
I have a lot of good friends and I have a lot of fun. I laugh.
I'm
a lot.
sure.
It's cool.
Like I would imagine a lot of men hitting on you and trying to.
no,
Come on.
no.
No,
Lily, are you
comics-
just finding a way to get raped?
Comics
We can
don't-
have
Yeah,
it done.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
Just
comics-
go stand outside.
Come to the
and we'll
Comedy
yell,
Store and stand for
"Sweaty
2
vagina."
seconds.
Comics don't really hit on female comics as much.
Yeah,
as you
no.
think.
I mean, we're around each other. We're like brother and sisters.
She's got a
Most of the-
boyfriend
Come on.
too.
And
we,
you know what?
we
When-
actually respect women.
And when we
Very
want to fuck
respectful.
each other, we
Whore.
do. You know.
Yeah. Me and Eddie are going to rape her.
Yep.
By the way, I saw the guy who you were in the coffee shop, Hammer, that was yelling at Meredith.
Yeah.
Hammers. Somebody's name.
Some guy's name's Hammer. Hammer, don't hurt me. And he was walking by, and they're like, "That's the guy that was like giving Meredith the beat down." And then Jim went when he was yelling at her, "You
Yeah,
dirty
yeah.
slut, you dirty fucking whore."
Yeah, yeah.
And you go.
Okay.
That's the funniest story I've ever heard. Do you know this story? Jim's in the coffee shop, and this guy comes in. And
I'm outside the coffee shop.
Meredith's behind the counter, and this black dude comes in. He starts yelling, "You fucking whore! You fucking slut!" Blah 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 blah. And Jason comes to her rescue, and Jim thinks Jason's gonna go, like, "Fuck you, man! Leave her alone." And Jason comes
No,
in, he
what does
goes,
he say?
"Hammer, leave her alone! Stop!"
You
and
know
he's like,
him by
"Buddy,"
name.
so it's like, so then Jim walks up to the counter and goes, "Can I get a coffee, you fucking slut?"
No, that's not what happened.
I wish it was.
What happened was this guy was going, you fucking white ass bitch whore, you motherfucking whore, fuck face whore, slut, you slut fucking bag, like for ages. And then he looked big, and I was going to go in there and stop him, and then I thought, I'm not going to go and get involved with that. But I like Meredith, and I know that Jason like polices the area.
Oh, no.
So I went, Jason, then Jason ran in and went, Hammer, stop it. Then Hammer came out and said, you fucking whore, you fucking slut, and he leaves the thing, right? And I put my head in the door and said, you all right, you whore? He didn't hurt you, did you, you dumb slut? Just checking you're okay. And then I went up, because I knew the girl.
It's
But
okay. You made a joke about it. It
the
made her feel better.
The people in the shop didn't know that me and Meredith were friends.
of course,
They just thought that I was another guy calling this girl a whore out of nowhere.
Nobody tips her anymore that day. They're like, "Fuck her."
The first time they thought it was really mean of Hammer. The second time they're like, this girl must be a whore.
Yeah, she's done something. She's birthed.
All right. Do we have anything to talk about that's coming up?
Please buy tickets to my show in Boston coming up, and Club Nokia in November.
I'm at the Stress Factory in New Jersey. Buy tickets there. First week in August. I will be there. I got bumped on Thursday night, though. I won't be there Thursday night because Nick Cannon just bumped me.
Oh no, he just had twins.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Cannon, he's the guy.
It's fucking Mariah Carey.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Is,
missing.
Yeah.
is he the bloke off
So please don't
Britain,
go.
America's Got Talent?
Don't
Yeah.
go Thursday night to see Mrs. Carey. Come Friday and Saturday.
Is he
and
fucking
Sunday.
Mariah Carey?
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah,
married and
they're
have
married.
babies.
Twins.
He's a
Twins?
he's a bit young for any.
No, he just looks young. He's like that black look, you know. where it's
Black
just
don't crack.
young, Yeah.
I'd still give Mariah Carey one.
Yeah,
Hey,
me
Nick
too.
Cannon, I'd fuck your wife.
She's mixed, but her pussy's black.
Hey, Nick Cannon, I'd bring you down to the boardwalk and let a blind guy fuck you.
Oh my God.
hey, Nick Cannon, I'd let your wife know that Australia's got no talent.
Wait a minute. I got to work with this guy.
Yeah, let's stop.
I got to go
Stop,
see this guy
stop,
now.
stop. Cut the, yeah,
Watch
cut
me
that
get
out.
fucking stabbed on Friday by.
Oh yeah, even when they're successful, they carry knives.
Yeah.
They do. I just read who.
No, they have friends who carry
Who did I
knives.
just read got tax evasion today? Ja Rule or one of them?
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then it was like I'm looking at it going, you know, what do they get you for? And it was like he didn't pay 5 years of taxes. It's like how do you not pay five when you're that rich? How do you
And
just
think you'll get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, he was already, you know, in jail already for like 2 counts of gun charges. It's like, fuck.
Get that shit fixed if you have money. You know what I mean? Stop burning money at a club, literally. Who's that fighter that lit $100 bill and was like,
Hey, we can't
Mayweather, right? Oh,
talk.
fucker.
We rip up money here all the time.
Oh,
fact,
fuck you, faggot.
Somebody just said they wanted to donate. Oh, they wanted to buy. Is it the T-shirt that Jason wears? I don't know. Somebody wants to buy the T-shirt that Jason wears. They're donating $100, and they go, "I'm gonna rip it up and send it." And he goes, "But I'm gonna leave a piece out."
Do you ever name the people on the show who donate to thank them?
Maybe we'll do it on the next episode.
Yeah, I need to pee. I need to pee.
Yeah, we will. Next episode, we're going to go through everybody, and we'll actually, they all wrote some nice emails and stuff, so we'll go through them all.
You could put like really soft music behind it. and
Yeah,
go,
that could
I'd
be-
like to dedicate
No,
this.
I'd like to have it like the dead people at the Oscars.
Oh my God. You should put
I know.
Farrah Fawcett in
And the-
there
and
because
the
she
only-
didn't get
The only
hers.
song I do is whenever I do this, what do I go to? I go straight for the theme song from The Incredible Hulk.
What is it?
And
And then you should fart in between.
Listen, but the guy said when he goes, I want to buy the shirt that Jason's been wearing for 8 days straight. And he goes, I'll donate $100. He goes, but I'm going to rip it up and send it to Jason. He goes, and the best part is, he goes, I'm going to keep a piece. So that he can, and I went, no, don't, because he's never going to get that money. We're going to take it.
I was actually doing the donations, updating it today, and one of them actually caught my eye. He responded back and said I had donated an extra $10, and I know that because I responded back to it. And he said I donated an extra $10 just so you guys could rip it up in front of him.
Which we will.
Yeah,
If we ever see him again.
if he gives you $10.
What do you think your fan base is? Like, what to what age, what to what?
12 to 14.
No. I think
Goths.
it's people over 25. I think it's 25
There's
to
all these
35.
little disturbed kids.
I think there-
Oh, I forgot to
I
tell
think
my
there's a
story.
big cross section.
I forgot to tell my story. Just today, before I got on the plane, they have the massage chairs, and I was getting on a like 7 a.m. flight, and I was feeling like a bag of shit, so I bought myself like a 15-minute massage, and then at the airport, and then when I was finishing, it was like a Polish guy who was working there, and he goes, "I enjoy you," and he was like massaging me earlier, and I'm like, thanks. He goes, "No, I enjoy you. I take many of your jokes and I tell them to my friends." I went, "Oh, you know who I am?" And he goes, "Yes, you off the TV. I like you very much. I do. I like you." And then I thought, so he's vaguely seen me once on TV, right? And then the guy gives me a little alarm clock to put by the bed. He goes, "Hey, you give this to fucking Jason so he can get up and go to job interview, huh?"
That's lovely. What a great moment, dude.
Yeah.
What a great.
So I've got that alarm clock to give to him. I do have it in my bag still.
That's great.
We're going to rip it up.
Smash it just in front of him, though.
Smash it like the Tim Tams when he was like, these
Try
taste
getting
good.
there now.
All right. I'd like to thank Fine Southern Gentlemen. They've been really good to us. The guys that make our T-shirts, they support us, and they also put what's the soccer player?
Clint Dempsey.
Oh, a lot of people are going to be pissed off that Jason's not on the show, and there's a chance Jason's never coming back. If you want Jason back on the show, we have about 3,000 fans on our Facebook page that like us. If you want Jason back, we have to have 8,000 8,000 likes. So if you're a big Jason supporter, get all your friends, get everybody on Facebook, and you've got to like the Talking Shit Facebook page. If we can get it to 8,000 by, what's the date? Fucking 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now, 8,000, we will see Jason Hour again. If you don't, we will kill him.
Oh,
So
he's the guy you guys have tied upstairs.
yes, it's very easy. Like, all you do is just click like. Dislike, all you do is just wait to hear where we buried his body.
He was shivering.
Yeah, well, he deserved it. That shit smells.
Yeah, but I know it's still. There's nothing better than hot soup when you're sick. You know what I mean? Just
You're always sick. Are you sure that you don't have AIDS?
I've been sick for years. In the last 2 months, I've been sick constantly.
because you're traveling a lot. You know what? You just got to be better about like drinking
I got a
airborne and be
flu,
healthier.
and then it all
No,
went,
because he
and
has
I got
a
it back.
virus in his blood from fucking random weird things.
Mind you, ever since I got my negative AIDS test, I've been sick ever since.
Oh my god!
Didn't you say though it was a positive negative?
No, it was negative. I've no AIDS. I'm AIDS free.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I wish that fly landed on you just now, just for no reason.
that would have been a sign, especially if it was like a malaria-filled
yeah, just
mosquito.
like it was comfortable. Oh man! So that Mike has AIDS, right?
Jesse wants us to wrap it up, but for some reason I don't want to.
No, I do. I've got to go back to bed.
Are you
Yeah,
really
I've got to
gonna-
pee really bad.
No,
I'm
you're right.
dying.
You can pee. I'll just sit here and talk alone.
You do your thing.
right,
Hey, you guys.
fine.
Thanks, though. Hey.
Do you have anything to plug?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be at the Brea Improv on August 3rd with Adam and Ian Edwards, Adam Devine, and who else is gonna be there? Gerard Carmichael. And
Who's headlining?
Adam is Devine.
Is that how you say his name?
I think it's a Devine. It's Devine, right? Fuck, I'm stoned.
Devine,
I've known him for years.
Tomato.
No, he's very, very funny. Actually, it's gonna be a fun time, and I'll be at the Palms in September. So go out then, yeah.
Why,
The first and
why,
the
Lily,
third.
did you just get excited about the Palms? Because you can go act all
I'm gonna be
slutty
there.
in Vegas.
Cheering you on.
You're gonna
In
go
a very slutty outfit.
You're gonna go. Are you a lesbo?
No.
We can have friendships between
Never.
women. You know
No,
that
no.
happens, right?
Well, what?
I cannot emotionally attach myself to a woman.
Fingering a girl on the floor here, and she's like,
Oh,
"No,
okay.
I'm not a lesbo."
Every girl does that.
Okay.
Every girl does that, especially in podcasts. It's something that happens.
You know, every girl's like, "I kissed a girl once." Lily's like, "I fingered a girl once last week."
That's it. I'm sure there's other things.
You're welcome.
She did it for the good of the show.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
it
she's saying.
Didn't turn any of us on.
No, yeah, people can be my friend, do all the bullshitty things.
Yeah, do all the bullshitty things.
Come see me do comedy.
Even though social networking's dying,
Well, whatever it is, I don't give a fuck. You know what?
we're all going Amish.
Just come see comedy.
Fucking going Amish. Amish.com. That's the way to go. That's where you'll find out how to live the life I do. All right, so JimandEddieTalkShit.com. Do it. Go there, fuckers. Go to JimandEddieTalkShit.com. Go and fucking click our Facebook page. If you don't, Jason dies. If you do, we might bring him back.